this game. Well, the man of the match has to be Broderick Waters, the senior from Sarasota, who came in relief of Jackie Wilson in the second quarter and has shown the ability to win with his legs and with his arm.
They came in here and really had command of the offense. Has a good presence there. Reminds me a little bit of Matt Johnson, who's now the quarterback coach for Bethune-Cookman, and having the ability to manage the game. Great runner, underrated passer, and really stayed in control there. I think that they've got a star in the making down at Bethune-Cookman.
Broderick Waters is our U.S. Army player of the game, and that was a pretty easy decision to make, and you see why. Accounting for 3 touchdowns, 210 total yards, 6 of 9 passing. Just an energetic performance.
And hasn't come close to making a mistake.
No.
I mean, we didn't say, oh, we forced that ball into coverage or, just way aired on a pass or put the ball on the turf. I mean, he's come in and just moved this team down the field and made great decisions with the football.
Well, they've had no turnovers on offense today, Bethune. They had a muff punt early in the game, but the offense has not given the ball up.
Wide receiver combo from New Jersey came on down here to Daytona Beach, Florida.
Let me fix one thing. It is not a first down. They got more than the penalty yardage back. It's 2nd and 7. Now they have the first down and a lot more as Waters dances down the sidelines, and he stepped out of bounds. And he stepped out of bounds. They're going to call it back at the Bethune 49-yard line.
This is that zone read there by Waters, and we talked about he's a converted wide receiver. Good job of pulling the ball out the stomach of the running back and turning on the jets to the outside, trying to do a little tiptoe, but stepped out of bounds just a little bit before he could get his momentum going towards the end zone.
Second time Bethune has good field position. With Jay Walker and Paul Carcaterra, I'm Dave Lamont, and going toward the end zone, and touchdown for Bethune! Jomo Gordon.
Well, after Alabama State tried to crowd the line of scrimmage and bring defensive linemen up in the gaps, they moved the pocket. Good job by Waters, squaring his shoulders and making an accurate throw. Alabama State defensive back just one step late. Touchdown Hornets.
It's the Post Rise Podcast, CPR and First Aid. Yeah. Sports talk radio, highlighting players playing the game. OG advice, wisdom, and knowledge, plus we entertain. Like, comment, subscribe, tap in and listen to James.
Yes, we're back with another episode of the Post Rise Podcast. I'm your host, Coach James. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the Post Rise Podcast. Y'all don't realize those likes go a long way. It helps keep us in the algorithm. So make sure that you subscribe. Okay. We have a special guest for the Post Rise Podcast here today. A special guest. Today's guest is a coach who's lived football from nearly every angle. Originally from Sarasota, Florida, Coach Brock Waters. It's a super football name too, by the way. Started at Booker High School before playing at Independence Community College, where he earned all conference honors. He continued his career at Louisiana Tech, helping the Bulldogs win the 2011 WAC championship before transferring to Bethune-Cookman University, where he helped capture back-to-back MEAC championships in 2012 and 2013. During his playing career, he became known as a dual-threat quarterback and earned MEAC Offensive Player of the Week honors after breakout performances against Alabama State.
Yeah.
After football, Coach Waters built 1% Athletics, developing quarterbacks from youth program, football, all the way to the NFL, and has coached at the collegiate level, including Livingstone College as a quarterbacks coach and passing game coordinator, while also serving locally as strength and conditioning coach and offensive coordinator at St. Michael High School. St. Michael Catholic High School. The Archangel, or South St. Michael, I didn't butcher the name. It's not like I'm there every day.
Hey, it took me a minute. I was saying it wrong to everybody, man.
Yeah,
man. I'm excited to be here, man. I appreciate you.
Today we're talking quarterback development, speed, strength, leadership, recruiting, faith, and what it really takes to become a 1% athlete. Yeah. Like that, right?
I like that.
Pun intended.
I like that. Appreciate that.
What's up, Coach? What's up, Coach, man?
Hey, man.
Coach Brock.
I'm excited to be here, man. I appreciate you giving me the opportunity to bless your audience, man, and be a part of this thing.
Yeah, for sure, man. Yeah. For sure, man. It's definitely a pleasure having you today. I'm always seeing you putting in work with the kids. I'm always seeing you constantly putting in work, man. I was like, I got to get this guy, man, because just always training them and stuff like that. The kids, they speak highly of you too. That's the sign of good leadership, and just the ultimate sign of respect when you're not in the room and people have good things to say about you. Yeah, and they do, for sure. Man, so
I appreciate that, man. I work hard. I work hard at being an impact coach and wanting to have an impact on the lives that God blessed me with. You know what I'm saying? If God put me on your path, I'm hoping that, it's good things that's going to come from it.
For sure.
I try to do my part on it.
For sure. So let's go back to the beginning. What was football like growing up in Sarasota?
Oh, man. Some people will tell you, man. Yeah, like Florida, man, it's almost like air. Like it's expected.
I'm from Ohio, so I know how.
Hey, you know what I mean? The OC that I had the pleasure of working with at Livingstone College. He from Cleveland.
Yeah.
And man, Ohio.
That's where a lot of Ohio State comes from.
Man, he killed me with the OH.
Yeah. From Columbus. Shout out to the 614.
Hey man, shouts out to Ohio, man. Shouts out to Coach Caver, man.
Yeah.
Big inspiration to the way I move now. Coach Caver, man, Ohio boy, man.
Dope.
But yeah, man, Florida football is serious and it's very detailed.
Yeah.
That's one of the things that I found. I've had a chance to live in Kansas, Louisiana, Florida.
Okay. Ooh, you moved around.
Virginia, yeah. So as well as North Carolina. So it's just moving around. I look at it and say, man, wow, y'all just getting to this? Like in Florida, the youth coach taught this. You know what I mean? Yeah. The expectation in Florida is to not only be a good athlete, because that's how we're born, right? They say it's something in the water there, but
for sure,
everybody's going to be a good athlete. Yeah. What's going to separate you is the preparation. And that's why I think Florida kind of gains that advantage. And when it comes to football, is they start young. They teach the game of football. They don't teach, hey, I'm going to hand you the ball and you run here. No, they're going to tell you what the scheme is, what the read is, and what the expectation based on what that read gives you. At a very young age, you're going to know not just, all right, we're running the ball to the right. They got gaps and lanes that they teach you. And they just build a expectation that you feel that you got to uphold. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But yeah, Florida it's fun, but again, it feel natural to be good in football or to be a good athlete in general. It's just everybody around you is athletic.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like the environment. If I'm around an environment where everybody's being pushed to be that top athlete, it's kind of hard for me to not be somewhat, at least average.
Being a product of your environment. That's why it's important for you to have the right environment where everybody's just kind of on that path to where just, excellence becomes normal.
And it's competitive.
Yeah.
Right? And like execution, one of the things my youth coach, man, shouts out to Coach Blue, he instilled in us, execution is worship. You want to be worshiped, you want to be praised, execute. Don't come over here looking for, like, if you just do your job, they might not even talk to you.
Yeah.
But if you do your job consistently at a high level, that's when you're gonna get praised. Those are the only ones that get praised. And man, I knew. And again, my youth coach, I haven't played with Coach Blue since I was 9 years old. You know what I mean? And that's still sticking with me because the standard is the standard, and it's so common for you to be fast, for you to be, twitchy and be able to change direction. That's common in Florida. Like I know we training guys now to try to get that extra twitch or to be able to have top end speed and things of those nature. But man, in Florida, you're gonna get ran past if you're not working on this stuff. You know what I mean? So it's an expectation.
Why do you think guys in Florida are super twitchy like that? Why do they have so much speed down there?
Man,
is it the sun?
I would tell you we do. Maybe though, in a sense, because we don't get winter. We don't get winter, man. It rain and it get hot in Florida. That's it.
Always outside.
Yeah, we outside. Like when and I say y'all because even Ohio,
that's
like
real.
y'all have snow.
Yeah,
I gotta worry about that.
Yeah.
We never have to worry about that.
Yeah,
So our off season isn't just weights. We're outside sprinting. You know what I mean? And we're running all day. And
probably just grow up running all year round.
That's
like,
day.
just like there are advantages to being from specific environments. I actually was, I was born and raised, for example, just using myself in West Virginia for the first 12 years of my life. I grew up in the mountains.
Man.
I didn't realize.
Challenge.
I know. I didn't realize that I was literally training my legs for sports. I was doing climbing, just walking home.
Yeah.
So don't listen. Every now and then, you might just be pretending, acting a drill out with your friend where you're backpedaling, guarding them as a DB.
Yeah.
It's like
Man,
you get out here on a flat area, and it's like or guys that come from Colorado.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my God. Like just for track and field, like those guys, like their elevation is nothing to them. They come down to sea level and it's like, they got lungs,
Man, it's the same way. Like in Florida, we train on the incline a lot. Yeah. We train hills a lot, but I just think the rep of sprinting full speed so often, you have no choice.
Yeah.
You get muscle memory and then you build those muscles up to where they're now you're able to put more force in the ground over time. And you learn the mechanics of running very early. And every rep is expected to be, and this is not like from the bottom of Florida all the way to the top. My area, 941 Sarasota, Florida, Bradenton, Palmetto, those areas, Venice, these areas, I know this to be very, very serious about athleticism, flexibility. And that's the other part, the recovery aspect of it and just mobility, flexibility. I tell our kids now at St. Mike, you're not going to have a day where I don't work on mobility with your hips, hip flexors.
That range of motion.
Yeah, ankle mobility,
kids
knee mobility, core strength. Like they don't do that, and we do that from the jump. Like in Florida, I don't think I've ever finished a warm-up routine under like 35 minutes. When we stretch, we stretch.
Stretching is so important.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
And I run into kids, and I'm just being a basketball coach, I see it so much. Kids are so stiff.
It's crazy.
Some of you guys are so stiff. You don't realize that, if you start incorporating like yoga, for example, into your daily, just like a day, maybe
Man,
do it a few times a week.
Stretch for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Do every stretch that you know. You forget what you don't know. Do every stretch that you know in the morning. It take about 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And just injury prevention. That alone, just from. So it's the small things that I think in Florida we take pretty serious.
Yeah.
And we don't even. I didn't even realize that we were doing so much more than other places because this is just. It's the story.
It's the standard.
Yeah, when I got to college, I was in Kansas, Independence, Kansas, and it was mind-boggling to me to see what the standard was at other schools. I was like, oh, y'all didn't have to. You played quarterback since you were 7 years old. You don't know coverages, and we're in college. Like my high school coach told me I couldn't play varsity until then. So before I could to dress out for a varsity game, I had to know the coverages. I know I had to know how to count the box. I had to recognize fronts because we ran our scheme to a certain defensive tackle. If we wanted to run it to a gap defender, and we got that play called to a B gap defender, I have to recognize that and flip the play. And that's a 15-year-old kid that has to do this on Friday night to play.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I just think the exposure happens at a younger age, and the expectation never changes.
Got you. Now, Booker High School, I guess you kind of talked a little bit about, I was going to ask you how Booker High School shaped you.
Yeah.
But it sounds like you kind of
we can
touched
talk
on
about
that. Yeah. How did Booker High School shape you?
I liked it because it was more diverse than it gets credit for. You know, that school is a visual performing arts school. Most public schools in the area didn't have that. And so you get a lot of different cultures all in one. Now, it's in what most people would call the hood. It's in North Sarasota, near the airport. It's us. You know, it's a lot of us there.
Pressure makes diamonds.
Yeah, you know, and man, Booker's been good for a very long time, athletic. So even going to that school, you got an expectation to handle it. My freshman year, we just mindset wise, this is kind of talk about like how it shaped my mindset. My freshman year, we lost one game. The freshman football team, we got picked at for losing one game. Because every class before us, for the 5 years before us, they went undefeated.
Wow.
So we got picked at like, man, y'all broke the streak. You know? And I mean, so after the freshman season, they move all the expected freshmen that'll play next year. They let them play or at least dress for the varsity games, for the playoff games. Now, you most likely not going to play, but you get to dress, you know, and kind of get used to how they prepare and what the expectations is on varsity and things of that nature. Man, we were getting picked at because we lost one game.
Wow, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And it didn't matter why we lost. I could try to justify what happened. None of that mattered, man. Like, none of that mattered. And I say that to say the expectation of Booker High School sports shapes a certain competitor in you. And nothing's given. Nothing's given. Like my sophomore year, I wasn't starting. Not going into week one. But when the senior had 2 bad drives, turnovers in the first couple of drives.
Stay ready so you don't have to get ready.
It's your turn, sir.
Yep.
You know? And man, I took it and I was ready. I was ready, but it was because I wanted to fulfill that expectation. So, man, I jumped in. I can't even tell you if we won that game. I just know I was the starter for the rest of the year. I can tell you that.
Now, Coach, I gotta ask you this because we little guys, man.
Yeah.
And you're a quarterback, man. I've always admired the little guys playing quarterback. Coach, I tried to play quarterback when I was young. They told me I couldn't play.
Yeah, man.
So they told me I couldn't play. I got my little football picture around here somewhere. I wanted to play. They threw me at like running back or tight end or something, and I was like, oh, what are we doing? And then DB. But talk a little bit about that, like just kind of like overcoming as like a. As a smaller quarterback, because, the Russell Wilsons and back then, all we had to see was who? Doug Flutie?
Yeah, hey, man. Hey, shouts out to Drew Brees.
Drew Brees is another one.
Drew Brees is one of my guys.
Yeah.
Short, fierce. Bro. Like, just you see it in his eyes.
And I tell you what, for those of you who aren't here right now, when you look at Coach Brock, like you can see the intensity and the leadership. He looks like a football player. He looks like he's ready to lead men. So I know he's gonna like probably I can already foreshadow where he's gonna go with this. But talk a little bit about that though, just being an undersized quarterback.
Yeah, well, early on I didn't even know that you had to be a certain body type. Like I didn't even know that. My situation. It was a processing ability. I was able to process a lot. We ran.
IQ.
It's a scheme, and I'm the youngest. Like I got an older brother, Marcus Waters. Y'all, I don't know how much you can find on him now, but probably the best athlete in our family. 6'5", 230. He was the last leg on the 4x1 team. You know what I mean? Like my older brother went to Michigan State. Everything didn't work out there. His mom ended up getting sick, and he had to come back home and take care of her because he didn't want to put her in the home. But I said that to say I'm the youngest of a house full of athletes. You know what I mean? And the expectation, like I said before, never changed. So if I wanted to play with them, I had to play to their level.
Yeah.
You know, if I wanted to play with my older brothers or with their friends, I had to play to their level. So by the time it was time for me to play with my age group, I felt like I could pretty much coach my age group. You know what I mean? But yeah, as far as the struggles with it, man, growing up, I had to prove that, you know, if anybody could lead this ship, you know, if anybody could command this ship, it was me. It was me, and I kind of wanted that pressure. I hated to blame it on somebody else. I'd rather it be in my hands and then y'all blame it on me if we lose. So that was just something that I think I was just born with from being a younger sibling and wanting to always lead. I'm being led all day at home. I'm being led in everything we do at home. So I attribute a lot of my leadership to just watching my mom and my stepfather, my brothers do the work that they did and lead themselves. But I think leadership and consistency to want to be better and do the right thing. And like I said from Coach Blue, man, just execution. You want to get worship, man, execute. And once you get worship, it kind of be like, oh, boy, I got to keep up with this. I got to keep going. But yeah, one of the things that I would say that kind of set me apart was processing. I was always able to take a lot of information and compartmentalize what to do with it.
Yeah, y'all heard that processing ability. He's thinking the game, he thought the game through. Yeah, huge.
And I mean, you talking about height, man. One of the things that you could find on my film early on, I didn't throw the ball in between the hashes. I couldn't see it. So a lot of it was I had to get so good at my pre-snap read, meaning I had to look at the tips and tails of the defense and say, oh, they're in that coverage. Oh, now this is their base coverage. But when he does this, they're going to roll to this other coverage. I have to know those tips and tails so well because when I get the ball in my hand, probably about 40% of my vision is gone. I'm playing the game off feel and chemistry with my receivers. Once I get off of this progression, I go to the next one. I'm expecting you to be there at that time. You know, I don't have the liberty of just seeing and confirming everything. So I had to find ways before the play to give me that confidence to let the ball go in at that time in that zone. Yeah. But a lot of things that made me better and able to be a competitor no matter who we was playing was the preparation phase. And I attribute that to Brian Rouse, my offense coordinator. Yeah. He was just a technician when it came to preparation.
Yeah. No, like I tell kids all the time, with preparation, if you got proper preparation, that'll make you confident.
Bro, so that's what built mine.
Yeah,
like,
your confidence with preparation.
Yeah, I'm still wired like that now, man. Yeah. Like now, like when people
you can carry that into any aspect of your life.
My confidence comes from the work I put in. Like I was telling you, I just picked up golf. And 6 weeks ago, man, I couldn't tell you a thing about golf. I know that ball supposed to go into the hole, right? But the work that I'm going to put in, that's what's going to give me the confidence to show up the next time. So if you was to see my golf swing now versus the golf swing that I had 6 weeks ago, it might look like two different people. You know what I mean? But it's because I know what I'm doing. But before I cut that camera on and you see that golf swing on YouTube, I mean on Facebook or whatever, man, I done been in my kitchen working on my grip, on YouTube, trying to figure all these things out, preparing to be good.
I'm gonna get out there with you, Coach.
Man, please,
I'm gonna get out there with you.
Hey, bro,
we're gonna be golfing buddies. We're gonna be golfing buddies. I'm at that age.
Y'all hold him to that too, because I found golf and I want everybody on it.
Hold me to it. I'm gonna get out there with some used clubs with you. I'm gonna have to go.
Come on.
Well, I'm gonna get out there. I've been talking about it for years. Oh, there we go. Yeah, we
can share my clubs, man. But yeah, it's preparation, man. It's preparation. That's the number one thing that allows me to do anything with confidence. You know?
When did you realize the football could change your life?
Man, it's funny because I wanted baseball to change my life.
Oh, okay. So you played baseball too?
Yeah, so I played football, basketball, and baseball in high school. And it's funny because the order that I would put the sports in for me, nobody would see that. Yeah, it's baseball, basketball, then football. But football ended up being the opportunity God just.
That's the door that he opened.
Yeah, that's the one he opened. Leaving out of high school, I wasn't heavily recruited, so I went junior college. Okay. And at that junior college, I was supposed to be able to play baseball and football because I was on a football
Trying
scholarship.
to go Coach Prime.
Hey, yeah, like, I was like, well, and at the time,
Bo.
I really was trying to play baseball.
Yeah.
But this school was the only school that the baseball coach was going to let me walk on.
Is that Louisiana Tech?
No, Independence Community College.
Independence Community College.
This before
okay.
I went.
Okay,
So
yeah,
it's
gotcha.
a funny story how I got to Independence in the first place. We'll talk about that another time.
Yeah.
But when I get there, the coach, man, shouts out the coach. I ain't gonna speak no names, but man, shouts out the coach. He was gonna give me an opportunity to walk on for the baseball team. And unfortunately, man, he got a DUI.
Oh.
Yeah, he got a DUI, and he was in one of the school vans. So he got let go, and, I was still on football scholarship. Crazy thing was the football coach passed away, so we ended up getting a new coach. And, man, I had told my mom, my 10th grade year, I told my mom she would never pay for school. So baseball opportunity off the table. As much as I wanted to be an MLB, baseball player, I had to do what I told my mom I was going to do. So I made football work. And again, I just been a competitor and coming from where I come from, it's kind of like football kind of natural.
Yeah.
Baseball is the challenge. That's why I love golf so much, because it challenges you.
Yeah.
And there's no defense or nothing out there.
A new challenge like anything else. Yeah.
I like that. So that's mainly it.
Now I gotta have you put your coaching hat on for a second.
Talk to me.
About winning championships. What separates championship teams from talented teams?
Buy-in. 1,000%.
Buy-in.
Not talent, not coaching. Buy-in. It's the players deciding to raise the standard or to uphold the standard. All right, I put something on Twitter the other day, and it was a standard's not a standard if you never stand on it.
Yeah.
Like you as the player, because I can't get out there. And I understood that as a leader, as a player. Man, the coaches can't get out here for us.
Yeah.
They can't. So if we want this, we have to make sure that it's right. You know what I mean? We got to make sure that I know if you my guy, I know when you bull, when you BSing. I know that. And I got to be okay with not checking you, but pushing you past that or through that. Being willing to get down there with you and go that extra rep or whatever. So, but I think it's buy-in 1,000%. Championship culture comes from player buy-in.
The trying to motivate, especially teenagers.
Tough.
Oh my, it's tough. So underrated.
Tough.
Like
tough.
Don't you like some of these speeches? Like, do you know, right? Like sometimes you have to give a speech every game.
Hey, but the game.
A play every
day.
A play.
God, man. But it's like it's a burden for some.
Yeah.
And I thank God put me here for that.
Oh man.
I'm put here to lead teams. I'm here for young athletes, young minds, man.
It's beautiful developing them.
Build. That's what I'm here for. I got the my mom said all the time, you got the grace for that, son. You know what I mean? And she tried to tell me I got grace for other stuff too. And I'd be like, hey, mom, my anointing stopped right there.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's for sure, man. It's just that leadership. And once what I found with especially with these teenagers, what I found is we got to get on the same page.
Yeah.
Me and you. Yeah. This can't be my decision.
Yeah.
This got to be something we working on together.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I know I can't get out there with you, but you got to understand I'm with you. You got to understand I done been through that rep. I done went through that week. You know what I'm saying? Those experiences I went through. Whether I done said it publicly or not, those are the opportunities that I get to share my stories with that individual, because it may change. You know, it may change from person to person, athlete to athlete. I may share a different version of myself with him, you know, to be able to pull out or to get clarity in a situation for him. So that's why I believe, like my mom said, I'm graceful dealing with athletes.
Yeah, no, I realize that too. Like, you know, that building. I'm sorry, that was my daughter out there. Hopefully she didn't pick her up.
Yeah,
She's trying to get in here.
I heard it.
But I realized that leading, you know, that being a mentor and mentoring young men was a part of my purpose as well. That was something that I realized. I didn't realize it until later in life, which is crazy. But, you know, it's beautiful to see that God brought us here to the similar direction, right?
Yeah. Man, and I just to go back to like how Booker impacted me, I'd be upset with myself if I didn't share. Man, Brian Rouse, he challenged me. He challenged me. His phrase was dare to be different. And he wanted to know, because like I told you, we have athletes. Coming through Booker High School, it ain't a new athlete under the sun. We done seen them big, small, fast. We done seen them. And he wanted to know what was going to make me different. And that, from that day or those experiences that I had with him, it made me say, well, what type of impact am I going to leave? How am I going to impact them differently than my older brothers that was, superstars at this school? My dad, my granddad, that was superstars at this school. Things like that will challenge you internally and stay with you on every decision that you make. It was a guy named Tim Tebow. Sure, most of y'all have at least heard of him. But, man, Tim Tebow was not regular. He was very serious about his walk with Christ and very outspoken about it. And he utilized the Bible to, push himself and push others forward. And that was something that...
He's doing some great stuff right now, too.
Yeah, man, amazing, man. So he really inspired me. Well, my coach, Brian Riles, inspired me to be in some sort as impactful as Tim Tebow. So I started Fellowship of Christian Athletes as a junior in high school. And, man, you talk about leadership, man. That pulled everything out of me. Because now everybody don't want to do this. Yeah. Everybody's not necessarily interested in Christ the way they're interested in football or basketball or baseball. You know what I mean? So how do I lead them there? Because this game going to stop. It's going to stop. You know what I mean? At some point, it's going to stop. And that had a very big impact on my life. And that came from Booker High School, man.
Wow.
Brian Rouse.
Hey, salute to Booker High School.
Yeah,
that's how we do. We try to pull them out, it out of them here in the Post Fights podcast.
Yeah.
They're deeper, deep thoughts or whatever. Segment, we're going to go into a different segment, the 1% philosophy. Yeah. Your company is called 1%. Where did that name come from?
Man, so I'm my older brother Marcus. Me and him we're in the room, and I'm telling him, like, bro, everything I do, I'm trying to be the top, like the top 1%. Like I want to be, when you go and you graduate, and they tell you got I always butcher this word, summa cum laude, all of that. Yeah. That's they telling you, like, okay, he graduated in the top 1 percentile of that class. Not only did he graduate in that class, but if you had to order him, he up there. And I always wanted to. So it's two sides to it. So the name came about from me talking junk to my brother. But the message in it is twofold. One, we're working to be the top 1% in anything we do. I'm a husband, father, coach, brother, son. I need to be the best at each one. Again, execution is worship. So be good consistently. Be the top 1% consistently across the board. That was that's side A, right? The goal. But then side B is progress. You can't get better without getting 1% better, 1% better, 1% better. So that was the B. The B side was the consistency side. How do you consistently be better than what you was yesterday? Just try to get 1% better, 1%.
Which brings me to my next question. What's something that every athlete can improve just by 1% every day? What's something they could do to improve 1%?
Physically, push-ups. Physically, we're gonna go push-ups. Yeah. But mentally, have a quiet time. Whether you're gonna spend that quiet time writing down your goal for the day, for the hour, whatever that, whatever time frame you want to set. I typically tell people for the day. We don't know, when our next day is coming, right? We don't know when we're leaving. But for the day, I want you to wake up, man, have you a quiet time. Put a plan together.
No, seriously.
You can't achieve anything that you didn't set out to achieve. You know what I mean? So just put a plan together, wake up that morning. Me and my wife kind of do it. Wake up, I send her my schedule. You know what I mean? Hey, this is my plan for the day. This is what I'm trying to get accomplished today. She'll share with me what she's trying to get accomplished for the day. And everything gets put in there. Her physical schedule that she got to go do, but then also her individual personal schedule that, okay, well, I want to finish the book of John today. Okay, cool. I don't want to just finish it. I want to get a chance to meditate on X, Y, and Z today. Or man, yesterday I missed that workout, or I worked out and I ain't, push it to the max, but I finished. Which that was good enough for yesterday, but today I want to be better. Write it out.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the night, just check in with you,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because at the end of the day, and I love it because you don't get to blame it on nobody. You either did it or you didn't, right? You know what I'm saying? You don't get to blame.
Yeah.
Well, I ain't get this done because,
Accountability.
man,
Yeah.
when you wake up in the morning, before your feet hit the ground, write out your goal.
I like that.
Before your feet hit the ground, write out your goal.
I really like that for the day.
Just for the day.
And then sharing it for the accountability.
There you go.
I love that.
That's it.
I love that. We do, my wife and I, we do vision boards. I got a bunch of magazines in here that I need to, we do vision boards, and we also do the life wheel.
Okay.
Life wheel basically has different areas of life. And you rate yourself on a scale from 1 to 10, spirituality would be 1, and, love, your romance would be another section, physical fitness is another, finances is another. It's like a pie.
Yeah.
It's got different sections, and you basically rate yourself on a scale from 1 to 10 in each section. And we do that like quarterly. We try to sit down, get the kids together too, and do it with everybody, and just kind of have everybody. Finances is a big one. We just talk about, and then we talk about each section and why we are where we are, being artistic, which this kind of falls into being artistic. I think that's a big part of the human expression as well.
Yeah.
And we just say, hey, this is where I want to go. That way we kind of have a sense of like why we know why we're doing what we're doing.
There you go, man. Because I
really like yours though. Yeah. See, this is good.
Well, it's just dated because like we do the vision boards, but we'll probably only do that like once. We'll for sure at the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
But then like right now would be another good time for us to revisit, and we haven't yet. Just being transparent, we haven't yet revisited those vision boards. You know what I mean?
Shout out to wifey, by the way.
Man, shouts out to them, man. Y'all see us. Trust me. Y'all see
the
them.
Wifey's be holding it down.
I'm telling you.
That's a whole nother part of the game for these young athletes too. It's like, just like, not being too girl crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just kind of like, you got to go through that phase. We understand,
sure.
but it's like, hey, don't get out of control.
Yeah. You're going to do that, man.
You're going to do that. But
be as careful as possible.
Be as careful as possible.
You know what I mean? Be as consider this, man. This is a real thing. You dealing with these women or girls, man. This a real thing. And it can have
at y'all's age, it can become very real.
Hey, you hear me? It can have lifelong connection.
Lifelong.
Hey, man. So just be as careful as possible. I try because I went through my phase, man. I did it. Like I said, being good in high school, being good, you're going to get a lot of attention. Again, execution is worship. So a lot of things come from that worship or in that worship. And you gotta navigate those waters careful as possible.
He was a quarterback.
Hey, boy. Hey, listen, I tell you, my wife, I can speak freely because my wife know. But yeah, man, it was a time where you'll be like, man, when I proposed to my wife, I got so many calls like, boy, you are you hanging it up. I'm like, hey, bro, if you know, if you knew what I knew, especially about mine, boy, I love it to death.
Yeah.
Just having that security, man. Yeah, bro. 1,000% worth it. Settling down and doing what we both ended up doing.
Absolutely.
Changing ways and building, man.
Absolutely. And focusing on that purpose. Now, I got a question for you, Coach. How do you get kids to buy into delayed gratification?
The same. Oh my God, great question. The same way.
Mm-hmm.
What's your goal today? Today, what can you get today? Like, I want to win a state championship. I can't do that today. Can't do that till November 22nd. So what can I do today? Again, 1%, the B side, 1% better. How do I get there? If I want to charge my phone right now, it don't, just because I plug it up, it don't go to 100. Little by little, it gets to 100. And then at some point, it reaches that goal, right? The goal is to get it fully charged. You plug that phone up, and then over time, comes that charge. And it's the same way, man, day by day, showing them, illustrating to them, how do we work towards that state championship? That's what we want? Cool. Day by day, what habits do I need, right? Because when adversity hit, I'm not going to revert to anything other than my habits, right? If I swing at you right now, you got a habit. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right? If somebody punch you in the face, you have a reaction, a response, a habitual response. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to be what I just started doing yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be the training that I've done consistently over time that I'm going to revert back to. You know what I mean? So just putting ourselves in those scenarios, not allowing practice days to feel like practice.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like never allowing practice to feel like practice. Yep. Really taking every rep and visualizing yourself in that moment in the game. And I'm big on visualization too. Yeah. Like I sit by myself a lot.
My wife gonna love hearing this.
Yeah,
we talk about that all the time. That's all she tells Mitch that all the time.
Yeah. And my biggest and I guess they go hand in hand, visualizing something to where it become a belief. Yeah. And I tell people all the time, that's my favorite word. My favorite word, belief. We talk about 5'8" playing quarterback. Being 5'8", 5'9", and you playing quarterback. Yeah. Man, listen. You better believe because there ain't nobody else out here that believes you can do it. You know
That's real talk.
So you better believe and
before anybody else gonna believe in you, you gotta believe in yourself.
It's gonna be you, man. I tell my son this all the time. I love him to death, but it don't matter what I say to you. Mm-hmm. It matter what you say to you. Mm-hmm. So what you tell yourself is what's gonna come out. My mom said all the time, whether you say you can or you can't, or do you think you can or you can't, you're right.
He who says he can and can't are both right. Will Smith
both
says
right.
that.
Yeah,
that's the reminds me of that Pursuit of Happiness quote when he was shooting the ball and told him never let somebody tell you can't do something.
Come on, man.
Like
because it's not up to them.
Yeah,
it's not. It's not up to anybody outside of myself to believe that if I prepare, you know, if I get this opportunity, that I'm gonna be ready. You know what I mean? That I'm gonna execute, man. And that belief comes. That belief, it forces you to action. Mm-hmm. If I tell you I could do something, you tell me I can't, I have to go prepare so I can ensure when it's time, I'm going to show you I can do it.
For sure.
And it's one of those things that a lot of people kind of take in one ear and out the other, and I just stress it to them, man. It's your belief. Yeah. And that works on the other side. Like, you ever see a kid that you see the potential?
Oh, all the time.
But it never comes out?
Yeah.
It don't matter how much you tell him. Yep. But the moment that it clicked for him and he sees it and believes it, that the belief dictates action. Yeah. And for me. Yeah. But my belief is what dictates my action. Because I know that I can do something at a high level, I want to work so that whenever I get an opportunity to do that thing, I'm prepared to execute at a high level. It's just one of them things, man.
I hear you. We're going to transition into a quarterback segment.
Hey.
So, everyone wants a strong arm, coach. Right? Yep. How important is decision-making compared to arm talent?
Oh, night and day. night and day. It is way more important. You get guys like Michael Vick, who has a cannon and can make plays out of. But then you would look at a guy like Peyton Manning, who ain't really got a cannon. He's always on time with the ball, though. Yeah. He's made a decision soon enough to where he don't have to throw the ball so hard as long as he can get it there on time.
Man,
so you know what I'm saying?
That route with Reggie Wayne and Marvin Harrison with a little comeback. Oh my God.
He turned around and they're there. So it doesn't matter how hard he throws the ball. Yeah. It matters when the ball got there. Right. You know what I mean? So if you make good decisions, you can be early or play with anticipation. If you have a good arm but don't make good decisions or isn't as prepared to play ahead of schedule, meaning play with anticipation, then that arm will help make up for you being late on that route. You know what I mean? Marvin Harrison turned around on that comeback and the ball not there. You're late, sir. Yeah. I just want you to know you late. Yeah. That ball in danger right now. But if you got a cannon, sometimes you get away with being late. Yeah. Peyton Manning probably ain't gonna get away with being late. Yeah. But if you understand that about yourself, and of course, I'm not saying Peyton Manning had the worst arm in NFL history or nothing like that. true Hall of Famer. You know what I mean? But I'm saying the difference between, to me, a Michael Vick and a Peyton Manning is the decision making.
Peyton's pregame.
Come on. We talking prep. So like right. So and Michael Vick has been very vocal about, you know, his preparation prior to getting with
that first
Andy
stint in
Reid and
Atlanta?
all of that.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
like and I was so grateful that he did
was
that.
bare
because,
minimum.
Yeah, you know, I was grateful that he did it. I'm a Vic fan, man. When I every time I see Vic, I remind him that he's like my guy. You know, but
Salute to Mike Vick.
yeah, for sure, man. Shouts out to Mike, man. And, you know, best of luck to Norfolk State, man. I know they're going to bounce back. I hope they bounce back. But, yeah, man, if you look at the preparation that maybe Michael Vick played with up until a certain age, with getting around certain coaches that got through to him and was able to get him to, you know, find the value in preparation versus Eli Manning, Peyton Manning, the type of Tom Brady, the type of understanding that they have of their opponent and of their job, as well as their own abilities, it allows them to play with anticipation. It does not matter how hard you throw the ball if you're going to make good decisions and be able to play with anticipation.
Can accuracy be taught?
Absolutely. 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 And I stress it to my guys on mechanics. Accuracy is, now some people just got it. Blessed, right? You don't seen a basketball player that just,
oh man,
bro, he's just fluid, bro. He's smooth, bro, confident, sees floor general, sees it, and great, right? But then there are others that you find and you say, he's one of the most coachable kids I got. I remember when I got him, man, blank canvas, didn't really know the game of basketball, but understood that he needed to get the ball into the cup and not let his guy score. You know what I'm saying? But you're still able to develop his mechanics and IQ. But yeah, as far as accuracy, yes, man. My whole throwing motion is taught. Every one of my quarterbacks go through the same mechanics. Now, if it's a situation that I call a Lonzo Ball situation, where, you know, he got an awkward form, but it goes in.
Yeah.
I'm not changing that form. You get what I'm saying? If if you're accurate, I'm not changing that form. But if you're lacking power,
you would have had to change Tim Tebow's form, coach.
With Tim, it would have been an easy fix for me. It would have been an easy fix. Tim Tebow had a baseball throw, which is more of a wind up. So I would have cut his in half. I would have told him to that load phase, instead of going down here to get up here, I would have told him just go flat. Just flat. I would have just tried to eliminate movement to make it. Would have been an easy fix.
What? I'm sorry, my daughter's out there. I'm sorry, I'll take my. Trinity, I'm busy right now. Sorry, you're gonna have to. What makes someone coachable?
Good question. I would say being open to learn. You know, because a lot of times the ones that we say not coachable, they just not listening. They're just not taking heed. They believe that they already arrived. You know, they know enough to get the job done, and they're not really hungry to do it the best. They just want to get the job done their way. And I say just the ability to listen and being open to, you know, your knowledge, right? No matter how much I believe I know, I still know that others know more than me. You know, and I don't ever want to be the guy that knows the most.
How do you train confidence without creating arrogance?
Consistency. I train for consistency, and I make that the goal. The goal is to be able to do it whenever I want, as many times as I want, not to be able to do it just once. Right? So if you can make that Steph Curry 3 one time, I mean, that's cool. I'm glad you had that experience. Yeah. But Steph, because he could do it consistently. So the goal is gonna be to be consistent. Yeah. And that's what I push. The confidence, again, it's gonna come from those reps. It's gonna come from those reps that maybe everybody say those dark hours, you know, when nobody's around, but it's gonna come from you doing it the right way, right? Like the standard for the football team is do what you're supposed to do when you're supposed to do it at the level you're supposed to do it at every time. The most important part about that is the last word. Every time.
Yep.
So if you say, "Oh, well, coach, I've been to class all week. I was only late that one day." You know what I mean? The teacher not coming to me because you went to class all week.
Yep.
She coming to me because you missed or you was late that day.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So that's the thing, man. And these professional athletes getting these millions of dollars, they not getting all of that because they did it once. You know what I mean?
Did it consistently.
Yeah, that consistency builds something that most don't talk about, but dependability. I gotta know what I'm getting from you.
Yeah.
Man, shouts out to Aiden. I was just training Aiden today, and I was telling him the same thing. I have to know what I'm gonna get from you. So your response to a good rep or a bad rep is gonna dictate how you move to that next rep. And I need to know how you're gonna move to that next rep. I can't question whether or not you're too into your head about the last rep versus having an understanding that, yeah, he had that bad rep. I could go down here, coach him up, and then I have an expectation of how he's coming back. And he's working his tail off, and he's doing a good job at it. But just wanted to use that as an example.
That's a great transition because speaking of Aiden, good young quarterback.
Yeah.
Coach, when you're evaluating a quarterback, what's the first thing you're looking for? Or what's the first mentality?
Yeah,
okay.
mentality. I want to see. Well, for one, are you good? Because that's, again, I guess I have to say that as one.
Yeah.
But, again, coming from Florida, man, you're going to talk about football. Bro, you better be good. That's just how I see it.
Yeah.
You're like, if you starting, if you playing, for one, if you got an opinion, you better be good. You know what I mean? So, for one, can you do the job? Like, do you have the intangibles to operate the system? But mentality is going to be the biggest thing, right? Because you see people all the time phenomenally talented. Like, God bless talented, right? But their mentality holds them back. So, they don't have the mental toughness to push through adversity or any size of adversity. You know what I mean? And to lead through it, right? Like, what's your mentality? I told Aiden today, are you gonna be frustrated? Or are you gonna instill confidence in the other 10 on the team that your next rep finna be way better? You know what I mean? So your response to adversity tells me a lot about your mentality. So I really want to see when shouts out to Coach Caver, man. This thought just came in my head. Coach Caver says a highlight tape is like putting makeup on an ugly woman. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't want to see what you do well.
Yeah.
I don't want to see your best plays.
Yeah.
What happened?
When Coach G says the same thing, we talk about that all the time.
Yeah, like, hey, bro, I don't want to just everybody highlight tape supposed to look good. It's the highlight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Can you show me the play after the low light? You know, I want to see the play right. I want to see the drive after the 3 and out. I want to see your behavior on the sideline while the defense on the field, and you just got, you messed up on that last play. Defense on the field, I want to see what's your response. Are you going over talking to your offensive lineman, reestablishing confidence, getting on the same page, or are you off in the corner, or, by yourself, moping?
A lot of kids don't know how to handle that. We see that on the basketball court all the time. A kid will have a bad game, and they focus on the things that they can't control versus on things they can control. You can't control making every shot. You just can't.
Not gonna happen.
But you can control your defense. You can control your effort. You can control being a leader, being vocal. You can control, your body language. You can control the way. Your body language.
There's some people way back, like way.
You can control supporting your teammates if you're on the bench.
Come on.
It's
your energy, man.
Yeah.
It's your energy, man. So I'm big on that. I'm very big on body language and
that's something that the college coaches look for in both sports.
Absolutely.
Sure.
Just your response, man, because that tells me.
Especially for quarterbacks.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, as much as we try to make it like, everybody is of the same importance, it's a reason them quarterbacks the highest paid on that team.
Yeah, real talk.
You know what I mean?
Real talk.
They establish a lot of the tone of that team, even and not just for the whole season, but just that, again, bringing it back down to that play. that series, that quarter, they're a lot of what happens on that team is going to be led or stemming from the quarterback's decision. So just, your response and mentality post adversity, that tells me a lot about a quarterback. And like when I was at Livingstone College, I have to evaluate on a low end 25 quarterbacks a day. You know what I mean? Just watching film. I'm going to watch all these film. Everybody's going to complete every throw. Everybody's going to have, 25, 30 touchdowns on their highlight tape. But then what I ask for, send me your whole game. Send me the whole game.
Yeah.
Right? Or if they can't send them to me, I get on FaceTime with them. And I say, hey, let's share your screen. Let's watch the game.
Right.
Because now I'm going to see those highlights.
Yep.
But I'm going to see every other play too.
Every other thing.
Right? And I want to see your energy. Were you the same way after a touchdown as you was after, 3 and out? Or did it change?
Yep.
Are you a front runner? Are you only turned up? Are you only a leader?
Yeah.
When y'all winning and you playing well? I done seen quarterbacks mad after a drive that they scored on. Like the team scored a touchdown, but you didn't score.
Yeah.
Or you missed the option, your opportunity to score. So you got bad body language?
Yeah.
Y'all won the game.
Yeah.
You ain't play that great.
Yep.
But y'all won the game, and you can't, talk highly and speak highly about your teammates or that win. You just got to revert back to yourself.
That's why I have so much respect for the quarterbacks, because it's the ultimate leadership position out of any team sport.
Yeah, it's
the
our
ultimate
fault.
Leadership.
It's our fault.
Yeah.
And like you might as well accept that.
Yeah.
It's our fault. And my mom, she was big on that. She didn't want to hear that. I couldn't come home and, hey mom, man, such and such, he ain't running the right routes. And
I'm glad you.
my mama said, and?
Yeah.
What's your job?
Yep.
He don't run the right route. Cool. Don't throw him the ball. Go to your next progression.
Yep.
My mom is
Read
wired
your
like that.
progressions.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do your job. Your job isn't to only throw him the ball. It's not one man route.
So you learn accountability. You learn accountability
she's like,
early.
hey, look, you coming in here trying to blame him for something that you was a part of.
Yeah.
Like get with him. Why didn't he run the right route? Whose job is it to lead them and make sure that they know their job and got reps at doing it again, so that habit comes, not what was told to him, but that habit. If I work with that receiver after practice or before practice a little bit longer, and say, hey man, you kind of been running the wrong routes. Let me get with you and make sure you know the plays. And I want you to know in the huddle when I call the play, if you don't know the route, bro, ask me. I'll tell you real quick. So why did I let him? My mom would ask me, why you let him line up and you know he ain't know the play? You know what I'm saying? She wouldn't say it's his fault. She'd say, why didn't you know that he didn't know?
Your mom taught you well. She taught you
bro,
well.
Man,
leadership. That's leadership.
Bro.
Which brings me to my next thing. What are parents usually wrong about when evaluating their own kid?
How good their kid is. I'm telling you.
That goes for all the sports.
Man, I'm telling you straight up, these parents are delusional.
I know.
And I welcomely invite them to practice.
Yeah.
Please come watch practice.
I think that's important.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Or
because they'll come to the game and be like, hey, why ain't Johnny playing? Yada, yada, yada. It's like, hey, man, listen. There's not a conspiracy against Johnny.
No.
There's no conspiracies against him.
If he was doing his job, if he was a part of the best 11, I promise you, I want to play him.
Yep.
That's what I want to do. I want to play the best, right? But if he's good in one area but not consistent in most areas, I have to go with the guy that's most consistent. I train quarterbacks in groups sometimes, and all of them normally is a starter. Where they're playing at, whether it's high school or youth, right? But the question that I always present to them is, if I had all of y'all on one team, how do I decide who I play? Who does it right the most? That's what I'm gonna play. Whether I like you, whether you my nephew, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I'm gonna play who does it right the most. That's so again, we're gonna go back to that consistency that builds dependability, right? If I know you could throw 80 yards, but then when it's time to throw a 6-yard route, you won't throw it. Yeah. A first down is 10 yards, sir, not 80. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm a go again, going back to that decision
made the right
that we
read.
talked about. Yeah, like who's gonna do the scheme right. Like basketball got plays too, right?
Yeah.
If I'm a point guard, well, if I got a point guard, we call a play and then he go out there and run ISO. Even if he scores or not, I might be happy that he got that bucket, but most likely I'm calling timeout and we finna get somebody in that's gonna run our offense. You know what I mean? So that's a lot of it is who's gonna do it right the most.
Now we got a strength and conditioning segment because you do that as well.
Yeah.
So, one thing I love asking football coaches, right? I'm a basketball coach. How does football strength training translate into basketball?
Plyos.
Plyo, yeah.
Plyos. And triple extension, right? Just triple extension. All of the triple extension movements, it translates to almost every sport.
Yeah.
So being able to develop power through the ground, strike through your hips, and explode vertically or laterally, depending on the sport. That's why I encourage you. I encourage guys all the time come work out with the football team. Females too, softball, volleyball team. Go work out with the football team.
Yeah,
and gauge how the result of working out with the football team as well as working out with your team. And I'm not saying one is better than the other. I'm saying football is more of a universal.
Yeah.
Explosive lift. You know what I mean? It produces explosion from upper body, lower body. And that's my take on it.
Right.
That's my take.
Should basketball players do heavy squat?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. Man, yes.
There's a lot of questions about that.
Yeah.
You see LeBron doing a light squat and people were like, I think he was squatting I think he might have I saw videos of him working out with 145, But I mean,
and I'm good. I'm good with, multiple methods.
Yeah.
Right? Like LeBron doesn't do 90-degree squats.
Yeah.
He doesn't go all the way down. He does quarter squats.
He does.
He doesn't. But if you look
I think
at
stiffness was the thing that they were talking about for that.
See, I didn't understand that, right? Because he one of the best athletes.
Yeah.
I don't know if you and like you an Ohio guy,
Yeah.
so you
yeah.
know about him in
Class
high
2003.
school. Hey, come on. So one of the best athletes in the world.
Yeah.
Maybe is he stiff in some areas? Possibly. But
I mean, he's doing what works for him too, because he's 40 years old.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And this is the other part. How often does a basketball player get to 90 degree?
Yeah.
Most of the game that he's playing, he's not squatting down here.
Yeah.
Football players are squatting down here,
Yeah.
right? Majority of the football positions, we're down here. But basketball players, they play higher than 90 degree. You know what I mean? So that squat that he's doing, that quarter squat that he's doing, that translates very well into basketball. Most of his game, he's standing straight up. And when he uses his legs, he's not going down to 90 degrees. So to me, it just simply made sense.
Right.
It clicked quarter squat.
Right.
That make cool,
Right.
right? Heavy calf raises, ankle mobility, knee joint mobility, landing mechanics, things of that. That's basketball. We need that, right? But again, in football, we're going to get that. We're going to do plyo. We're going to work plyo, right? We're going to work quarter squats. We'll do assisted squats, bench squats. There's a bunch of different ways to get it. Football just don't place limits.
Yeah.
Football allows you to train for full range because you're going to be in those situations or scenarios in the game. You'll have to create power from your lower half from being in a 90 degree angle. So that makes sense to me.
Yeah. How much speed actually comes from weight room work?
Now I can't say speed is like a direct result of weightlifting, but I think weightlifting allows you to develop power, more power to put into the ground to create more force when you strike the ground, as well as strengthening your hamstrings. We can't pull ourselves forward without that's what pulls ourselves forward. Your hip flexor raises your leg, right? So if you got weak hip flexors or stiff hip flexors, you're not going to be able to create a big enough stride. You know what I'm saying? So because you just simply can't lift. That muscle isn't strong enough for you to lift that leg. So just utilizing those muscles that's needed to do that movement and then strengthening and mobilizing them more and more. It's common sense. You know what I mean? It's going to be common sense. If this amount of force allows me to run at this speed, when I'm able to generate more force in the ground, it's obviously going to increase the speed.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's I would say you can't. I would argue that you can't be fast without being strong.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I would argue that.
I mean, look at the sprinters. You know, they're like, pretty jacked.
Yeah,
you know
like
what
if
I mean?
you look at them, they're not carrying around a lot of fat.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
you see sprinters and
they're like they're solid.
they put together, man.
For sure.
So I don't think you should be just bulky and can't move.
Yeah.
Right? Like you can't live in the weight room and never stretch, never never stretch, never get outside and actually move laterally and things of that nature. But I do think the weight room is the equalizer or separator.
What's the biggest mistake that kids make in the weight room?
Terrible form. Not focusing on form. Yeah, they want
They
weight.
Go straight to something heavy too.
They care for the weight. I don't care for the weight. I care for the form. Like I don't care for the weight.
You learn that like as a personal trainer, you learn that 101.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Like form, man.
Yep.
So that's the biggest thing. They think that it matters that you did that quarter squat with 400 pounds.
Yeah.
That's not going for football. That's not going to translate. We don't play the game standing straight up. You know, we play it from an athletic position down that way. So that's not like if Bron was to do his squat with 400 pounds on there, hey, that's going to actually translate, you know, into it. But again, Bron doesn't lift that heavy. He's going to do more reps. Again, he doesn't have to deal with that contact. Football, we have to press through someone else's force as well. And basketball, he doesn't necessarily have to do that. So he doesn't need to be able to get through a wall. You know what I mean? Or to really push people and kind of impose his will on people through contact. He don't necessarily have to do that. So I like their method, man. Going lighter weight and higher reps because basketball, you need more endurance in basketball than you do in football. You know what I mean? There's no breaks.
Sure.
It's kind of trying to make that
basketball cardio different too.
Hey, bro, man. Hey, look, and I'll tell you this. When I was in school and like active, when I was active, I didn't do sprints. When I would come home, I would hoop. That's all I would. They would send us home with a weight room thing, right? Oh, with a workout plan, and they got the conditioning in it. They never knew this, but I promise you, I never ran. I never did the conditioning side. We would hoop every day for about 4 hours. So like we're out there, you know what I mean? And if you winning, you staying on. So you go.
In the Army, I trained for PT test that way. The 2-mile run. I would just hoop it.
I'm telling you, man.
Basketball, if you have an Apple Watch and you see how many calories you burn playing a few games of basketball.
Come on, man.
Oh man, like you could play. You play 3-4 games, you'll be at 3,000 calories.
Yeah, bro. And them 3 games, you could have got that in an hour.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like the same amount. You going out here running 5-6 miles, go play basketball and then check.
You know your players got slim playing with us too.
Hey man,
Austin got slim. LJ got slim.
But Austin
even
back.
Cam.
Austin Big Cam, that was good for Big Cam though. See, and that's another thing. The bigs be sleep on that. You don't want to go through all of this, meal planning and trying to really cut down. Get out there. Go hoop.
LJ actually came by the house a few weeks ago, and I saw him. He was like,
he looked good.
He was jacked. I was like, yo,
putting that weight back on.
He was solid. I was like, yo, this basketball, just chill out on the hooping for now, right?
Man, I respect basketball players. Y'all go. Y'all go.
We ain't getting hit though.
Hey, listen. Hey, and people used to be like, man, bro, you could shake, you could do this. Hey, I don't like them people hitting me, man. Them hits hurt. Them hits hurt. I don't want people hitting me.
Yeah, I hear you. It's funny because I had my boy Aaron Wilwright, he played wide receiver up at University of Minnesota on the pod earlier this year.
Yeah.
One of the things that he said was he wished he would have kept hooping because it translates really well as a wide receiver. He's a big 6'5" guy. Big play target. Yes,
you know what I mean? Creating leverage.
Yeah, he said that it felt like he kind of like he lost something that when he stopped playing ball, he just kept playing. Stuck to football. He said he felt like he lost something because he stopped playing ball. So
and then just
the two translate.
Yeah. Again, man, just all the coordination that basketball requires.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And stamina.
Yeah.
Change of direction, especially defensively.
Yeah.
Man, it's so much that you can gain from playing multiple sports. So I stress it to people, man. And Drew Brees just put this out, just saying how he played 4 sports in high school, man. And you don't know how it's gonna shake out. You don't know what, you know. And imagine if I stopped playing football because it was my 3rd favorite sport. I wouldn't have 2 degrees right now because I wouldn't have been able to pay for them.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
I just kept playing, and then football worked out, and I ended up going junior college, which forced me to get a associate's degree, and then got an opportunity to continue on after that and go Division I, and got a good degree, got a bachelor's degree. You know, so just allowing these sports and your athleticism to open up doors for you, man. Just play these multiple things. Anything that you can do, stress it.
I agree. We're gonna we're gonna take a couple of speed questions for you because you know you're a mobile quarterback. You know, we got a couple speed questions for. What was your 40?
Man, so I tell people that I don't know because I ran a 4.5 one time, but it was hand time. I don't give it. Now look, I'm gonna tell you, I don't give it credit. That's why I tell people I don't know, man. I ran a 4, and I was
we giving you that 4.5.
Yeah, I was a sophomore in high school, and I didn't want to run track. So my track coach, man, rest in peace, Larry Richardson. My track coach was like, "Well, you know, you're gonna need to run a 40. You know, for these college coaches, they're gonna want to know just how fast you are." I said, "Coach, I'm more quick than fast."
Yeah,
you know. So I tell
you know,
the 5-10-5, like the 5-10-5 shuttle, I would always tell people that was my drill. You know, I ran a 3.9. That is extremely fast. I ran a 3.9 5-10-5, and it was another dude that came to our junior college, Cam. We called him Killer Cam.
Yeah,
Killer Cam was 6'3". And me and him we had the 2 lowest time. He beat me. He had a 3.96. I had a 3.98.
That's a freaking major right there.
6'3".
That's a freaking
long.
major.
He was touching it.
Yeah, that's a freaking major.
Yeah, I was more quick than I was fast. My game was that if me and you were in the phone booth, you weren't gonna tackle me. That was my thing. That was me, like a straight line. Because I'm gonna be honest too. After 40 yards, man, come get me, man. I don't feel like running this far. Like I don't feel like doing all of this, man.
Yeah.
First down is 10 yards. I know I got the first down.
Yeah.
Come get me, man. Let's get to the next play.
Yeah.
That's how I felt.
What do you think the biggest myth is about getting faster?
That you can do it without running fast. Like so many people want to get fast and they're not spending enough time sprinting.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like it's the same. Like you'll get out there, your first time throwing a football in I don't know a couple weeks or a couple months. You might feel like well, it's a little. You know what I'm saying? It's been a minute, right? Muscle memory, man. Like get out here and run fast often, and you will be fast. Just simple.
Yeah.
Get out here. I don't even care if you don't know the proper mechanics of running.
Train yourself to
run fast.
Yeah.
Run uphill and run fast.
Yeah.
So I ain't saying run uphill for 100 yards, man. 15 yards, steep hill, incline, sprints. Do it often. Run, all out often. And that's what hold a lot of people back is from getting faster. Some people, they're just born, they fast, right?
No, it's definitely genetic for some people.
Yeah, some people, you just one of them ones that can go. Other guys, they got faster over time. I got a cousin named Vernon Kearney. He was never fast to our family, right? Man, when he got to his junior year in high school, he was one of the fastest in the state. He was one of the fastest, and it came from the work that he put in with Coach Richardson and Coach A-Man over at Riverview High School. He put in so much work, and it blew us away. We were like, what? But it was the amount of reps that he put in sprinting fast. And a lot of people just not willing to go out and put that amount of effort in. You know what I mean? Like everybody's not willing to go 100% over and over when their tank is steady getting lower and lower. I'm getting tired and tireder. And you want me to keep the same speed? Yes, I do. I want you to, if you want to be fast, that's what I want you to do. Yeah. So that's the biggest myth, man, is people thinking that they don't have to do it often. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I hear you.
That's what it is.
We got a recruiting segment we're going to get into.
Okay.
What gets recruited? What gets a recruit noticed? Is it film, camp performance, academics, character?
Unfortunately, the eye test starts.
The eye test.
The eye test starts.
Okay.
Like we walk in, I want you to look like the position you play. Every recruiter walks in and say, okay, like if I want a quarterback, I'm not gonna tell you I'm looking for a 5'9" quarterback. I'm not. If you send me a 5'9" quarterback, he has to have something that 6'3", 6'2" guy doesn't possess. 6'4", 6'5", you know what I mean? Because I know he's going to be at a disadvantage with linemen. I mean, looking over my linemen, because I'm going to want big, scary linemen that could protect them. But if I got, when I was at Louisiana Tech, left tackle 6'7", right tackle 6'6", I'm 5'8".
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The shortest guy on our line was
Yeah.
the center. He was 6'2". You know what I mean? So again, it's going to be the look, right? But then you have some guys that look like Tarzan, they like Jane,
Yeah.
right? So the first thing is always going to be the eye test, right? You look at a guy and be like, "Ooh, like that big, that athletic, cool," right? But then the next part is going to be, can he produce? That's what it's going to come down to after the eye test, whether he's prototypical size or not. If he can produce, that's going to check off a lot of boxes. If he can produce, you look at guys like Drew Brees, Bryce Young, who was able to dominate from the quarterback position, being under 6 foot or just barely 6 foot. They had to go through a lot of that scrutiny as well. But if you're an offensive coordinator and you trying to put the best 11 together, you're not going to care that this dude is under 6 foot if he can get the best out of the other 10 players on the field. So the production is going to be the number one thing after the eye test. But again, that eye test is like not really number one, but it plays a factor. Obviously your grades, making sure that you can handle the burden of, whatever institution is that they're bringing you to. They're going to want to know that you have the capacity to lead in the classroom and, strive to do your best in the classroom, and you're not just a football player or, a basketball player, but you also got the capacity to do those other things. So I would say number one is going to be production. Number two is going to be the capacity that you have to be a student in the classroom, a role model on campus, somebody that is, and then I'm gonna go to mentality, right? Is this a guy that I want a part of my crew? Does he make my ball club better? Yes or no? That's the question, right? You got kids all the time that just got terrible attitudes, but they're phenomenal athletes and they produce, right? Like you see them all the time, especially in high school. You see them all the time, then they get to college and you forget about them. They weren't able to make the cut, not off athleticism, right? Like not all. It was more so he wasn't the right teammate. He wouldn't buy in, So those would be my three: production, capacity to be a student, and then finally just what type of mentality or personality do we have. And everybody's not going to be the same, but you want to make sure that it's not that negative one, right? That can spoil the whole bunch. You want to be real mindful about who you bring in.
Yeah.
So you want good players, but just like here at St. Mike, we want the top of the top. But if it's going to be a head case, we'd rather live without it.
How important is social media today for athletes?
You can't ignore it.
You
can't ignore it, right? Because I think the art of going out to recruit is that's kind of going away now that we got access. We could stay right here, pull out a phone or a computer and get access to every kid, in the country that plays this sport or this position. So I would say social media has to be used as a real tool. You can't be on social media as if it's your own personal space to, unwind. Like, it got to be a tool. Yeah, bro, because we will go and they talk about it like what music you playing on your social media, on your background of your highlight tape or a picture, right? And then they got NIL deal now where, man, you could change your life if you got the right social media profile along with the production on the field.
Yeah.
You could change your life without ever going pro.
Yeah, I think that kids don't realize, don't do things to impress other kids.
No.
Do things to impress authority figures and people that are going to be able to open doors for you.
There you go.
The kids, listen,
Yeah.
they're your peers, we get it, but I think that they get caught up in trying to impress their boys or the girls and stuff
trendy,
like that.
Man. It's hard it's hard to not go with that trend.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We asking you to swim upstream.
Yeah.
In a lot of ways, we asking you to go against that current, and the ones that understand it benefit. The ones that don't, a lot of times it strike them. It hurts them.
I know.
But man, thankful for like my village. Like even when I was done playing. I was done playing, and I put up. It's a song, "See Murder." It's a song, yeah. I just like the beat. So I done found a song. I thought I put just the beat on my. It was like I think it was a spring game highlight tape or something. And again, I'm done playing at the time. I put it on YouTube. My old head coach from that school, he DMs me. He said, first, I didn't realize how good you was. I was like, dang, because me and that head coach, if you know our history, man, me and him had we had a very unique history.
Yeah.
He thought that I wasn't somebody that I was, that I presented after a situation happened. But we ended up mending that relationship, and he seen that I was who I said I was, and it ended up working out. But he DM'd me and said, man, I didn't realize, I didn't quite understand just how good you was. But take that music off that. You got F the mother N-words on the tape. I'm watching the tape, loving the tape, but I'm listening to the music.
Yeah.
And again, I'm not getting recruited at the time. I'm done playing. I done got my degrees. We done won championships together. But him just being a part of my village, he understood the value of that perception that would come with it.
Yeah.
People would cut that tape off.
Yeah.
Just off of
the strong,
the strong lyrics on it.
And if you're a man of faith or involved in the community, of any type of mentorship role or anything like that, and people look up to you, now I don't want to share your stuff because I'm not comfortable with the music that you're playing. I'm not comfortable sending it to other coaches or other resources or anybody else that could potentially help you out. Y'all is bigger than
crazy.
Just you.
Yeah.
It's bigger. Like,
you
gotta
see yourself and shout out to my stepdad. He said you're a business.
Yeah.
You're the business. You're the brand. Right. And when and I didn't value network. I didn't, not at the time, but
your network is your network.
Man, but come on, coach. Like, and that your network opens doors, right? So that representation that you put on social media, I mean, it should represent you. And I know everybody wants to, let their hair down and have little spam pages where they, go and do goofy stuff and stuff like that. But man, you gotta understand, we're gonna find those too. I would always, and then these kids nowadays,
they're not as smart.
Crazy.
You're not as smart as you think
man,
you are.
Come on, let me tell you. Hey,
if they can find Kevin Durant's burner, they're gonna find your burner.
They gonna find your burner, bro. And let me tell you how. I'm not gonna call
JJ ain't getting enough playing time. It's such and such. Like,
come on, okay, yeah, you want to post that? Cool. And just because it's not on your official page that you got to, but some of these kids, man, they'll have their burner account in their bio of their recruitment account, coach. I done went to players' page and it say spam account. That's AKA burner account. In their bio, and I'm like, somebody tell this man to take that out of here. Like, if you got a burner phone, you don't broadcast that you got a burner phone, dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The point is for it to not be traceable.
Right.
You know, and I ain't trying to teach nobody how to, that's not the goal. But I'm saying, if you're going to do things, man, it's a way to do it.
Right.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
And I stress it to guys that, use it to your advantage, man. I want y'all to make all the money that you can make from your talents, your name, image, likeness, all of that. But don't hinder yourself with the tools that you got at your disposal, man. If we had social media coming up, man, like YouTube came out when I was in high school. I wish that I understood what YouTube was going to become. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you got guys like Soulja Boy, the rapper. He understood what YouTube was going to be, and he created such a life for himself. You feel me? Like that hit YouTube and went crazy, right?
Yeah.
But like I was in high school, I didn't put my highlight tapes up on YouTube. You know what I mean? Like I was just on YouTube watching what others put on YouTube. I didn't think to market myself. And then at the time, you couldn't get paid for. While being a high school or college player, and you couldn't negotiate deals for yourself, your name, image, and likeness. You couldn't do that, but just to utilize the tools that you got at your disposal, I would do so to create the life you want. You know what I'm saying? Get yourself on track to the goals you want, or what you want to market. You know what I mean? Everybody, building products now. You know what I'm saying? Clothing brands and things of that nature, partnerships. Use it for that, man. Make it be smart with it. Be smart with it, man. Everybody got that wild side, that side that the public don't know. Everybody got that, right? Your homeboys got that. Well, you could do that with your homeboys, with your family, with that close circle. But everything not meant to be out there. Everything's not meant.
Agreed. So faith and leadership. I know faith is important to you. How has faith shaped your coaching?
Man, yeah, good. It leads it. It's crazy, but faith kind of leads my coaching, man. I know my purpose is to give God's love, day to day. And to do that, to find a way to honor God and worship God through my actions, right? Do everything as if you're doing it unto the Lord and not unto man. That's just, that live with me. That kind of is my engine, Somebody can make you mad, a kid, especially dealing with these teenagers, man. Some of their mouths could be crazy.
I know.
You know what I mean? But when you understand why you're doing what you're doing, and it's not, generated based on what a teenager, says back to you, or how he takes your words of encouragement, even if you for the kid, sometimes it's gonna be, hiccups. I had hiccups with Brian Rouse. That's my guy, man. Me and him got into it sometimes. Just we had disagreements. But, the way he used his faith to keep him above water and, never too low, never too high, and to just, see it as a mission, man. So for me, my faith kind of leads me into those encounters that I run into in coaching. It just remind me, man, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do right by you because the God in you, right? You know what I mean? The God that I believe made you and purposed you. You know what I mean? I'm going to do right by you. I'm going to push you to as far as you allow me. I'm gonna push you to that. And I understand them dark days. I done had them. I done went through that myself. Not necessarily like depression or anything of that sort, but man, you had them almost depressed. Almost depressed, almost and just trying to do the amount that you can, or the impact that you can have in that situation, make sure that's positive. You know what I mean? People dealing with a lot. So I try to use sports and coaching as a gateway into leading them, to Christ at the end of the day. So yeah, it kind of leads me in coaching.
When two or more are gathered.
Come on, man. Come on.
We're going to transition to our next segment, Football Today.
Yeah.
Football Today. Okay. Has football changed for better or worse?
Okay, so I'm going to say from a health side, better.
Yeah.
I'm a person, I had 3 concussions. I had to sign lack of better words, I had to sign an agreement saying that I wouldn't sue the NCAA if I was to be, injured.
Yeah.
Like with a brain injury, a concussion.
Yeah.
If something was to happen to me, I had to sign a waiver pretty much saying I wouldn't, bring anything. So I say for the sake of health, it's better because they're paying more attention to brain injuries and making, putting new technology in helmets.
CTE.
But even with CTE, they saying you can't even gauge that until someone passes away.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So for the health side, I would say for the better. But man, that tenacity that we all kind of like to see.
Yeah.
We like to see a crackback. We want to see somebody get leveled, and especially if you're a defensive player.
Yeah.
You live to put somebody in the dirt. You know what I mean?
Ray Lewis is sitting there right now for a frown,
But I think even guys that really do appreciate the physicality of football, they do. We love people, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We don't want nobody severely
People
injured.
People first.
Yeah, you look at it like boxers, man.
Yeah.
Muhammad Ali, man, the greatest, right? Everybody
Yeah.
say the greatest, man. That man couldn't stop shaking before.
I know.
And you never want that, right?
Yeah.
I never want what you enjoy so much, what you committed so much of your life to, your days to end up hindering you from enjoying the fruits. You know what I mean? So I love what football is right now. I hate how soft they make quarterbacks look. Though. Man, you can't touch a quarterback right now, man. That bothers me, bro.
I know.
Like, that's a part of the thrill for me.
I know.
I like being in that fight.
Yeah,
I do.
yeah.
I want to know. That's kind of what drove me to be good in my pre-snap read.
Yeah.
And, to have that clock in your head that say, hey, it's time to get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? I know you trying to read and do it, but you better get from out of here, bro, because it's now you're in that line of fire. So that made me prepare better. So I don't know, I missed that, but nowadays, man, boy, you scratch a quarterback, man. 15 yards, man. Hey, we don't know if you playing next week.
I know.
Like I don't like that.
Speaking of the quarterback, are quarterbacks coming in more prepared or less prepared?
I think now we're more prepared because of like social media. Believe it or not, I think social media exposed the level of preparation that you could put in, right? Because some people are doing it, but then some didn't know that you could utilize that preparation and be that coach on the field. And as far as quarterback, like that you could be prepared for certain things because they had never been exposed to that level of preparation, right? I would say that quarterbacks now have a better situation than quarterbacks of the past, simply because you got Huddle, you got
YouTube,
YouTube. You got all of these things that help you really focus on situational football that you are going to be in. Like, you used to have to fast forward to go through and find every third down. Yeah. Right now, you could use technology to make playlists, right? That takes you to every third down from this formation versus, this coverage, right? So now when I get out there on Friday night or Saturday, I get out there, I know exactly how they play a 3rd and 5 from a 3-by-1 set when they're in a 2 high. You know what I mean? Or I know when it's 3rd and 5 versus 3 high, I'm in a 3-by-1 set and they're playing with a single high safety, midfield close set, I can narrow down sooner versus having to fast forward and go through and see, are they in a 3-by-1? No, it's 3rd down. It's 3rd and 5, but they ain't in 3-by-1. Let's keep going. You got technology now that it's simply logging it in, and then you can make playlists, and that's one of the ways that I prepare now.
Are kids relying too much on trainers?
I think they got the wrong. As a trainer, I think parents and kids have the wrong understanding of what a trainer is. They think we're magicians.
Yeah.
They think everybody thinks that when you bring your quarterback to me, he's going Division I, or he's or he's going, not even Division I, because all my quarterbacks don't go Division I. Like my clients and stuff, everybody don't go Division I. They do get opportunities to play at the next level, which is a good thing. But that don't mean that every guy you send to me is going to be able to play at the next level. It just depends on who they are and what system they're in, you know what I mean? What's their specific situation. But I do think that they have the wrong understanding of what a trainer is and his role. A trainer isn't a musician. We can't just make you what you're not. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We can help guide you and build you. I tell my clients all the time, I don't mind going from 1A, 1B, 1C, 1D, all the way up to 1Z just to get you to 2.
Yeah.
That's my role as a trainer. As a coach, I might not have that amount of time with you to take you from 1A to 1Z, right? But when you get with a trainer, I can slow everything down. I can move at your pace, and I can work on progressing you to, being ready to lead your team.
Yeah.
But it's not just, 6 sessions with me is not going to make you a quarterback. I'm sorry. And I stress it to my clients, like even when they have trainers, right? They'll have a trainer for once or twice a week. It's still 5 other days in that week. You know what I mean? Like what you do with me is the intro or the guidance for you to go home on those other, 6 days that you're going to be by yourself. You need to go and repeat this session, right? We go through, like we was talking about being accurate, right? And being fluid with your throwing motions and stuff like that. I have a real throwing sequence that I put every quarterback through. And we do it on day 1, but then the homework is for them to go home and rep that sequence over and over. And I typically tell them 100 a day, right? We talking 2,800 to 3,100 reps of you doing this the right way. If you take this information that I gave you at the session and you go home and do it. So you get through 4 weeks, you know what I mean? 4 weeks in a month, and you done got 100 reps a day. It's going to be really hard for you to not progress. You know what I mean? When you've gotten that amount, right? Everybody talks about the 10,000 reps to, perfect something or to, change a habit, create new habits. That's not going to come from you talking about it or you booking sessions. You're not going to book a session with a trainer 7 days a week. You know what I mean? Like at some point, you're going to be by yourself a lot more than you're going to be with a trainer. So I just think the role of a trainer got to be understood.
Yeah.
That, we are very good at what we do, but we can't make you something that you won't create the habits to become. I want everybody to have a fluid throwing motion and to be accurate, and I can show you how to do it, right? But I can't make that a habit for you, and you got to do that. So yeah.
What some things the kids should be doing? I saw you do outside of the other day at the school. And we were talking about protein. These kids got to eat.
Yeah. For sure.
So can we talk a little bit about things that these kids should be doing? We mentioned daily mobility, especially for football players.
For sure.
Daily mobility, sleeping 8 to 10 hours a day, hydrating, protein, studying film. Like, what are just give me like a few things that like football players should be doing every day.
Playbook. Understand the playbook. Understand what's the play, right? What's my job in it? But then what are we trying to accomplish? Who are we conflicting, right? Like how does this, what's the operations of this play? Big for quarterbacks, what's the progression? Who am I supposed to read, and what is my options based on what they do? So if I'm supposed to read that outside linebacker, typically it's depth or width, right? If he get depth, then I want you to go underneath. If he gets width, then I want you to come, inside, things of that nature. If he's shallow, then I want you to go over top, right? But simply understanding the operations of the play, right? Basketball got the same thing. We're gonna run motion, right? Concept, everybody know motion, right? Pass it up, swing the ball up top, go pick away. Both of the bigs, they switch, pick away, and set up on the block. Everybody understands it, right? So now, how do they progress through this? What makes this a good shot, an open lane to take a shot? When does the rotation stop? Same thing. So playbook would be one. A lot of kids are just simply out there reacting instead of, being executing. Executing and playing with anticipation. And then bonding, man. Chemistry. How about you get with your guys and do it, practice it. How about you actually get with him and roll through it so you know how it looks when he's finna come off of that or run by him. It's different conversions on routes. Same thing in basketball. Like you'll know when he's finna go back door instead of pop out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like learn when a guy's gathering, like to throw him the lob, all of that stuff.
Yeah, you know.
You got to kind of
pick and roll is so much chemistry, right?
It is.
We have to do that.
Yeah,
I could tell you how it goes, but if we don't get out here and work this chemistry, I'm not gonna know.
Yeah.
You're not gonna know what pass I can make. You know what I'm saying? So it's just that spending more time with your teammates, doing what your role is and confirming, right? We need each other, man. We need each other. I was talking to a kid, one of our wide receivers, Will Bays. Shouts out to Will, man. And the thing is, I need you to do my job.
Shout out to Will.
Yeah, man. Shouts out to Will, man. Because his biggest thing and why he is so adamant about leading and being a leader is he knows that he needs them to do his job.
Yep.
You know what I mean? For me to execute and get what I want out of this game, I know I need the other 10.
Yeah.
And that's his driving force. Is it selfish sometimes to say, well, I need you to do what I, get what I want? Cool. But it's mutually beneficial. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be out here and not do my job and it hinders your goal.
Right.
What type of guy am I? What type of teammate am I?
Right.
You know what I mean? So I just think chemistry is a lost art, man.
Right.
Everybody go with these trainers and they never bring no teammates.
I know.
I stress that to quarterbacks. How do you come to my session to get better without the guys you got to throw to? Bring me your top two targets or just anybody within that wide receiver group that wants to work. And then, vice versa. Like, how do you not show up with that quarterback? If you're a wide receiver, like if he getting training, you should be there because you want to understand his ideology, right? What is he reading? You want to know where you are in the progression because that'll dictate when your eyes need to get to the quarterback or when you need to be expecting the ball. So, just that chemistry, I just think is lost, man.
Yeah.
And we spent so much time. And I'm not against social media, like I said, but I think that kind of took away getting outside.
It did, for sure.
And getting that chemistry, bro.
Great point, which leads me to my next thing. What should kids stop doing? I can name a couple of things. Only lifting upper body, skipping leg day, training only for social media, comparing themselves to other people, changing trainers every month. Well, what do you I just named a few of them.
Like to speak to different trainers, man, I always run into, hey man, one of your clients, now he over there training with such and such. That don't bother me because I know that I don't know everything under the sun and I can't teach every person. Yeah. Right? Like you may come to me and you'll get maybe your throwing sequence. I'll explain that, teach that in a way that you can learn it and take that on, right? But then maybe coverages or, the run schemes or even throwing on the run mechanics might be a little bit different for you. It just don't seem like my way of teaching it makes sense, right? It didn't click for you. Okay, cool. Go to this other trainer, get what you can get out of them, right? And kind of mold it into what works for you. Because everything in my system not going to work for every quarterback. It's just not going to work like that. The throwing motion and sequences that I teach, everybody don't move like that, or they're limited in areas that restricts them from being able to execute it. But I would say just looking at the end, right? Like understand what the goal is, but that goal being your only focus and you never creating those short-term goals to get you to that state championship that you want, that Division I scholarship you want. That's the biggest thing, man. Don't look at the end result. Work towards the end result. But don't expect it without putting in the work towards it. Break it down, man. Goals and what pastor? I love giving flowers.
Scripture.
I love giving flowers. Pastor Darius Daniels, he said goals are how you put achievements into segments. So when the achievement that I want to get to, right? I want to win a state championship. When I put goals together, it creates small segments for me to knock down, right? Like knocking down dominoes, right? And I like the way he put that because it helped me go out and put that into other athletes. Like, hey, you need to set goals. It can't be I want to win a state championship and then you don't set a day-to-day goal or a week-to-week goal to help you get there. Set these small goals so that you can, ensure that you're working or progressing towards that final achievement that you want.
Got you. Now we got our rapid fire segment coming up.
Hey.
This or that, just you can give me some one-word answers, or just rapid fire. I'm gonna hit you with some quick this or that, and you just tell me this or that.
Right.
All right.
Yep.
Here we go. Rapid fire. This is one of my favorite segments. All right. Patrick Mahomes or Lamar Jackson?
Lamar. Not close. My guy.
Okay.
Florida boy too.
Yeah.
Lamar.
Oh yeah.
On,
Got
man,
you.
No, not the Patty though. Pat Mahomes.
Pat the truth.
The truth. Like it's just a preference thing there.
I got you.
Yeah,
Lamar is man. He's tough,
bro. And I love the underdog. They was trying to change him to wide receiver and
They
all
were.
that.
They
I went
were.
through that. I went through all that.
I bet.
I'm for him.
Yeah. Tom Brady or Peyton Manning?
Tom.
That would have been like one that would have been more back in the day. That would have been, it was a conversation, but it's Tom.
Yeah. Well, I just he bring more intensity than Peyton Manning.
He does. We only saw Peyton Manning get loud one time against Jeff Saturday, and Jeff Saturday shut him down right after that. You better quit yelling at them big boys up front.
Nah. See, the thing about Tom is the consistency.
Yeah.
He's never not that.
Yeah,
He's always that attentive, that detailed, that
is.
focus, right? That's what I like about Tom.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
Drew Brees or Aaron Rodgers?
Ooh.
I know Drew Brees is your guy.
Yeah, but
Shout out to Purdue University.
Hey, it's AR. It's AR. I'm going Aaron Rodgers.
He's a bad man, in the words of Stephen A.
And again, we talking about over time. Bro, he was behind Brett Favre.
He was.
Waited his turn. A little bit older in age when it finally got his turn. But man, wizard.
I'm so mad that we got robbed of that first year with the Jets because they had a squad too. And he was looking crazy on Hard Knocks.
Yeah, they took something away from y'all with that one. I ain't gonna lie to you. Yeah.
Shotgun or under center?
Man, shotgun. Now, I will tell you this. I didn't get shotgun was a privilege to me.
Yeah.
That's why I'm going with shotgun. Shotgun was a privilege. I had to earn I had to be able to ask my coach, hey coach, can we go on the shotgun? Like I'm trying.
Had you doing them 3-step drops, huh?
What? 3-step, 5-step, 7-step, under center.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't get into shotgun until my senior year. We didn't run, my high school didn't run shotgun. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So 5'9" or whatever I was, 5'7" to 5'9". You hear me?
Yeah.
But shotgun allows me to play on the edge a lot faster.
Okay. Yeah.
Sooner.
Yeah.
So I like that. And being a short quarterback, I don't want to be a yard and a half away from that 300-pound, D tackle.
Spread offense or pro style?
I'm gonna go spread.
Okay.
I'm gonna go spread. I played for Tony Franklin. I loved it. I'm a Mike Leach fan. You know, when he was running air raid over at Mississippi State. So I'm spread. I'm spread for sure.
RPO or play action?
RPO.
Okay.
I like RPO because it's a reactionary play action that's in the moment. Play action, he has no option to run the ball. We have no option. RPO is a reactionary response to conflict defender.
Okay.
So we find one person on the defense that we say, hey, if he fast fits, if he goes here, then I want you to pull the ball and throw. But if he, stays put or moves towards the route concept that we're throwing, then I want you to hand the ball off. It allows you to win with numbers and leverage. So yeah, for sure, RPO.
3-step drop or 5-step drop?
Just depends on the concept.
Yeah.
If we're in shotgun, that 3-step is only going to be used for mid game or downfield. A lot of people won't use a 5-step when they're in shotgun, but when you're under center, that same mid game becomes a 5-step drop.
Okay.
So I would go. If I had to pick, I'm gonna go 3-step because 5-step if I'm stuck with a 5-step, I could be late. You know what I'm saying? I could be late. But if I go 3-step, I could, hitch up. I could move in the pocket and buy some more time.
Dual threat quarterback or pocket passer?
Without a doubt, dual threat. Without a doubt.
Sound like you might be a bit biased there.
Listen, and like one of my former clients, man, he a big time pocket passer, but I'll pass on him if I could get a guy that I could use in the run game. And the actual reason behind it is because most defenses are playing 11 on 10 because they never have to worry about the quarterback. Yep. So when you add in the quarterback as a runner, that gives you an extra blocker. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Or an extra player that you can use to conflict someone. And most defensive schemes aren't built to stop the running
quarterback. I love football, man. It's the ultimate game of chess.
Yeah, it's a big chess game.
It's a huge chess game.
Big chess game.
A big physical chess game.
Yeah.
Grass or turf?
Ooh, hey man, y'all call what y'all want. I'm a grass guy. I like grass. I like cleats in the ground. I like changing direction. I like cleats in the ground. Not to say that turf doesn't, give you the opportunity. I just think turf is a lot slippier, slippery, slipperier, if that's a word. But you got different. Good grass, I'm gonna take over turf all day. If I could get good grass, I'm gonna take it over turf all day.
Yeah. Morning workouts or evening workouts?
Morning. Yeah. By the time we get to the end of the day, I want to wind down. I want to take a shower and go to bed. But in the morning, get me up, going. It calibrates me. It put me in the right mindset to attack the day.
You got it in today.
Yeah, for sure.
Morning work? Oh, no, is that film or weight room?
Film.
Okay.
I'm gonna go film now.
Between the ears.
Again, decision making or arm power, right? I'm gonna go decision making. You know what I mean? So my belief, I want you prepared and able to make good decisions, because if you can get to a spot before a guy, most of the time you can do your job.
7-on-7 or full pass?
Full pass.
Ooh.
Full pass. All right, so 7-on-7 has great benefits, but it has a very scary negative. It takes the physicality out of the game.
Yeah, I know.
You feel like quarterbacks are back there holding the ball 3-4 seconds. That don't, hey, bro, I done played in that pocket long enough. You ain't getting 3 seconds, big dog. So like in 7-on-7, I'm a 7-on-7 coach. So and I be arguing with refs sometimes, like, man, that wasn't 4 seconds.
Yeah.
Cause that's a part of this game.
Right.
But I know real football, man. And 7-on-7 is built to help you play 11-on-11 football. It wasn't meant to, I didn't create 7-on-7, but the way it was utilized in my upbringing, it was meant for you to make, give you opportunity to make better decisions in your progressions without the worry of getting hit, right? Get you good at making good decisions. Then that way, when you get to 11-on-11, you're already confident in your decision making. You're just trying to get it off.
Yep.
So that's my take on it. But I'm gonna take football, 11-on-11 football all day.
Got you. Speed or strength?
Speed. I'm speed, because you find guys that's 160 pounds, they can fly. Yeah. Right. And if you can't catch them, it don't matter how strong you are. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Deshaun Jackson.
You feel me? Out of there, man.
Discipline or motivation?
Discipline. 1000%. Motivation is
motivation can come and
moody.
go.
That's emotional. I think motivation is like, no knock to the females, but that's, man. Come on, man.
I hear you. Talent or work ethic?
Work ethic all day, all day. Now, Jimmy and Joe Jimmy still got to beat Joe to win this game. Yep. So a lot of times talent win, but in the long haul, when this game over, work ethic gonna transition into the rest of your life. So
college camps or private training?
Oh, I think you gotta do college.
That might not be the best question.
It's because I think both got their role.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So I don't know.
We can skip that one.
Yeah.
Bench press or squats?
Squat.
Okay. I agree with that,
1,000%.
especially for football. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hill sprints or sled pushes?
I'm going hill.
You love that hill.
I'm going hill. I'm going hill. Yep. By the way, we going hill this week with the football team.
Get ready.
Anybody welcome to come out? Y'all come out all this week. We on hills.
Cold tub or sauna?
Ooh. If I could do both, we're gonna say both. But if you're doing what you're supposed to be doing in that weight room and in your training, I'm gonna go cold tub. Go cold tub recovery.
Nike or Adidas?
I'm Nike all day, man. and I'm a right now I love Under Armour, but yeah, I'm Nike all day, man.
College football playoff or BCS?
I'm taking the playoff. They still got to figure that out. They still got to make it, a little bit more realistic on how they gonna narrow down to get into the playoffs. But I like the playoff thing. I like tournaments though.
Me
That's
too.
my thing.
Me too.
So I like tournaments.
And then last one, SEC or Big Ten?
Everybody gonna say Big Ten taking over, but hey, listen. I'm from Florida.
I know.
You know what I'm saying?
We need to get them some of them bowl games up to the Midwest. By the way,
yeah, man. 'Cause, we need to figure that out. But I will. My brother that went to Michigan State, man. He tell me all the time, man. They came to the Gators. I'm a Florida fan. Florida Gator fan, man. They came down there and we couldn't do nothing with that power football. Couldn't do nothing with it.
We're going to go into a quarterback edition now.
Okay.
Some quick hits for the quarterback edition. Most underrated quarterback ever.
Ooh, underrated. Lamar Jackson. They waiting on him to win a Super Bowl. Underrated, man.
I got another quick one for you. I got to go back because I missed this one on the rapid fire.
Talk to me.
Michael Vick or Lamar Jackson?
All right. Lamar Jackson. Yo, I'm going Lamar Jackson. I'm going Lamar Jackson off IQ.
Okay.
He's like the how long he's been in, real offenses that required him to play with a very high level IQ. I'm just going. Now they played in the same conference in college, so and Vic did what Vic did. Lamar did what he
Mike
did.
took that team all the way to the national championship.
It's hard. You really asking me a question that I wouldn't answer. I normally wouldn't answer that, but I'm going Lamar. I'm going Lamar. And no knock to my VA guys, but man, he's a Florida boy. What? I'm going there.
I got you. Best footwork you've ever seen?
Chad Johnson.
Ocho. Grilled up like Ocho.
Man, people
Shout out the
couldn't touch
nightcap.
dude. Yeah, they couldn't touch dude.
No,
you're right.
You're right. You're right.
And he, again, a pencil.
Man,
a pencil.
yeah.
He's not strong.
Yeah.
He ate McDonald's this morning.
I know.
You can't touch him.
I know.
Yeah.
Man, Ocho. Best football IQ you've ever seen?
Tom Brady.
Brady?
Man, you got to watch some of Brady interviews when he telling you about, like, Brady, and I'm a Bucks fan. Brady came to my Bucks, flipped the whole script.
Yeah.
And we won the Super Bowl off of his study.
I know.
Like him studying, he knew everything about this team, bro. Everything. He could tell you, they call out of coverage or whatever. He knew when it was a bluff call, when it was the real call. He knew the scenario that they really ran that and when they really didn't.
Genius.
Playing with anticipation, man. He's king of that.
Strongest arm you've ever seen?
In person or just on?
Just arm. Yeah, just arm.
Yeah, I'm going Jamarcus Russell.
Jamarcus
LSU.
had an arm.
Yes, sir.
Coming out
of LSU?
Yeah.
Man, that dude, bruh.
He had an
Jamarcus Russell. I know they say he's one of the biggest busts and all of that. We talking arm talent.
Straight up arm strength. Man.
That ball gone. Breaking fingers.
Hardest throw to master.
Oh, let's go. Back shoulder fade. Very hard to master because you're actually throwing a bad ball. And we're taught to lead the receiver and hit him right in stride and all of that. Back shoulder fade is actually a miss. And you have to, I believe it came about from being inaccurate. I don't think somebody planned
like an
to
accident.
do that. Yes, I think.
That's
I think somebody was making terrific catches, and somebody was like, "Man, I wonder if we could, if the DB is playing over top, I wonder if we can kind of utilize throwing the ball to the other leverage and build it up." But yeah, back shoulder fade, it's very hard to teach, and I'm a trainer. Like that is very hard to teach. After telling them, hit them out front, hit them in stride, yada yada yada.
Favorite coverage to attack?
Anything too high. Cover 2, 4, 6. Anything too high. The only reason why I say that.
You went coverage 2.
Yeah, 2, 4, 6. Any of that. To me, because it's a lighter box, so they have less people underneath.
Yeah,
and I want to get the ball out quick, so I get to conflict somebody on the second level. And they leave the middle of the field wide open. Also, so
hardest defense to read.
We call them rolling coverages, or split field coverages, where like a cover 6 for most people is cover 4 to one side and cover 2 to the other side. Or now they getting funky and they running 3 safety sets, which that breaks every rule from pre-snap tips and tails, because a lot of our rules start with middle field open, meaning they have nobody in the middle of the field, or middle field close, which is 1 high safety, and they got somebody in the middle, right in the middle of the field. So when they go 3 high safeties, even though that got a lot of weaknesses underneath, it makes it very hard to read, to understand what coverage they're in before asking for the ball, because most likely they're not going to stay with those 3 people. But yeah, I would say a 3 safety coverage or rolling coverages, like coverages that they change at the snap of the ball versus like before the play. You see people start moving and stuff. When a good defense, they can disguise the coverage by showing you one thing, and then at the snap of the ball, because they have good athletes, they're able to get to these zones that typically you would have written off because of the pre-snap look that they gave you.
Man.
But it's tough though. That's the preparation part. I'm telling you,
very tough. Yeah.
And this happens again. We got 40 seconds to call the play, line up, and get the play off. So when we get to break the huddle and you get out there, you probably got 8 seconds to say, "All right, they in cover 2." They in 2.
Yeah.
I know which side I'm working. And then you ask for the ball. You got about 8 seconds.
Yeah.
And we start that with the depth and alignment of the safeties, then the depth, alignment, and eyes of the corners, and then we come in and we count the box. But again, that's 8 seconds. It's 11 people out here. So when you see it's 2 high safeties, okay, that's 4 people on the outside. The shell right now is 4 people. How many people they got left? They got 7. It's 7 people in the box. Cool. I got 5 linemen and a running back. They got 7 people. It's probably gonna be a lot easier for me to throw the ball and conflict somebody versus it is running the ball. You know what I mean? It just depends on what your attack, what your plan is to attack that defense. But yeah, I would say that.
Best quarterback drill.
Your throwing sequence. I call it towel throws.
Okay.
It's connecting your I call it a strike step, but your step, your hip rotation, and then your upper body. So it's a way to connect the throwing motion from the ground up, generating power, rotational power without, because a lot of people, old school quarterbacks, we were taught to step at our target. They're like, man, you got to step to your target and then, come over the top. My method is completely different. I do a rotational power method, which is more like a baseball swing. They're generating power without going towards the direction that they're going to send that ball. So,
got you. Most overrated quarterback drill.
The bucket throw. Oh no, it's not. No, it's not. The figure 8. It's called a figure 8. It's a pocket presence drill that I just think that's all people do. You know what I mean? It's like every drill you do is a figure 8 or some type of base drill. I just I scroll by it when I see it on Instagram.
Got you. Now, Coach, to wrap this up, the coaching edition. I need you to finish the sentence for me. Ready?
Yeah, I'm with it.
A great coach.
Pause. Can I pause?
Yeah.
A great. Am I saying what a great coach is?
Yeah, just to say
Okay,
to
all
you,
right.
just
Oh,
to you, a great coach.
Pays attention to his players and finds a way to connect. I wouldn't say, but lead them. But yeah, a great coach pays attention to his players and finds a way to connect. That way, they can get them to run through that wall for them.
A great parent.
Not trying to be a friend to their kids. They're gonna guide them to where they need to go, no matter the response that they're getting for their kid.
A great quarterback.
Listens, man, and prepares relentlessly, right? And coaches himself. A great quarterback speaks to himself highly. Speaks highly about himself. He doesn't talk down to himself or let adversity hold him back.
A championship team.
Completely buy in.
Going back to that buy-in.
I'm telling you, man, completely buys in. You'll be surprised. And I hate to be like spiritual, but man, if you look at the Bible and you look at the Tower of Babylon, you talk about God had to confuse them because they were going to try to build a tower to heaven. He had to confuse them because of like-minded together, they were going to do it. It was going to happen. They had so much buy-in. God had to, that's where languages come from. Separating the languages. He had to get them to where they couldn't be on the same page. But when you're on the same page, bro, you can build that tower to heaven. You know what I'm saying? Buy-in is the ultimate championship characteristic for me. Like, you'll get teams that, they just stick together through it and they got that tenacity, that bond that they just, but it takes a decision to do what you're supposed to do, when you're supposed to do it, at the level you're supposed to do it at every single time. That's buying to me.
Yeah.
But yeah.
If you had one message for every young athlete, what would it be?
Don't lie to yourself. Don't lie. Don't lie. And if you ran that sprint 100%, if you cut that corner, if you ran through that line, don't lie to yourself. And then expect others, don't expect fruit from a tree that you didn't grow, that you didn't nourish, you didn't plant. You know what I mean? Don't expect that fruit. Be grateful if you get it, but you can't have that expectation. So don't lie to yourself, man. Just be truthful. Be truthful. Again, get out there. You want to be fast? Get out there and run full speed every time. I can't tell you if you ran full speed, but you do. You know. And that would be my message. Just don't cheat yourself. Don't lie to yourself. It ain't even worth it.
Man, it's been a pleasure, Coach Brock.
Man. Yeah, I appreciate you, man.
Coach
Sure.
Brock Waters in the house,
Yeah, I
breaking
appreciate it.
down, a little bit of sermon, a little bit of everything. He gave us everything, so it's been a pleasure sitting here with you. Would love to get you back on. Football season is coming back up.
Man, I told you, get out here, come with us, man. Please, I love if you and the team is able to come out, be on the sideline,
yeah, for sure,
interviews, practice, all of that.
Ain't nothing but a word. I'm there.
Full access.
I'm there.
I'm saying it.
I'm there. Okay,
It's my fault.
Okay.
Full access.
I'm there. I'm there.
Sure.
I'm there. You ain't got to say nothing. Nothing else. Ain't nothing but a word. I am there. So I look forward to it. And, I got mad love for St. Michael and all anyway.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
we home team. So
Yeah.
basketball and football
on.
the same roof. It's been a pleasure, man.
Yeah.
Thanks for, listening to the Post Price podcast. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe.
Sure.
And stay tuned for the next episode. I appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
And we're out.